Hey, and in today's video, we're going to do some basic trigonometry questions. So I've laid out 4 over here and we'll do them in order. So starting with question 1, we need to find what is the length of side A. So we observe that this is actually a right angled triangle. That's step 1. Now we need to figure out which side of the triangle A is. We know that there are 3 sides: the hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent. So opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse. Opposite to our given angle of 65 degrees is the opposite side. Therefore, this means A is actually our adjacent side. Now, which will be used to find A? Well, that will be tan theta. So tan theta is opposite over adjacent. So this means that tan of 65 is equal to 20 over A. Now making A the subject of the formula, this gives us that A is equal to 20 over tan 65. And plugging this into our calculator, we get 20 over tan 65 A is 9.33 units. Let's write that in. And that's question 1 completed. On to question number 2. So in this question, we're required to find our angle A as well as the length of A of this triangle. So in a triangle, all the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, A, common A, is actually equal to 180 degrees minus, in brackets, 90 plus 15 degrees. That means A is equal to 180 minus 90 degrees minus 15 degrees. That means that A is equal to 75 degrees. So we have our small angle A, which has a value of 75 degrees. Now let's find the length of big A. So since it's a right angle triangle, we can actually use Pythagoras' theorem or trigonometry to find it. But in this case, we'll use trigonometry. So what is big A? Well, big A is actually the hypotenuse because it's opposite to the right angle here. So we can use either sine or cos. We'll use sine in this case. So sine theta is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Now we're subbing in our values. Sine, and we can use any angle here. So we'll use a smaller one. Sine 15 is equal to, now the opposite of 15 degrees is 8 over A. Now we'll make A the subject of our formula. A is equal to 8 over sine 15. And this is equal to, let's plug this in the calculator, sine 15 A is equal to 30.91 units. And that's question 2 completed. Now, what's a practice question to do at home? You can try it with cos as well as Pythagoras' theorem. And now for our third question. This question is slightly different. Here we actually have an isosceles triangle. We can tell it's that because of these both sides are equal, hence the double dash line. So this actually means that A is equal to B. So now let's find small a and b. So interior angles add up to 180 degrees minus 90 This is equal to 90 degrees. So this means that A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. And since A is equal to B, A is just 90 over 2, which is equal to 45 degrees. So let's write that in, 45 and 45. There we go. And we also see that the length of one of our sides is 7. And since it's an isosceles triangle, this side will also be 7. And now we need to find once more for the hypotenuse. So let's use cosine this time. So cos theta is equal to our adjacent side over the hypotenuse. So cos, we can use either angle in this case. Cos of 45 is equal to 7, because in both cases it will be 7 over hypotenuse, which is equal to A. Now let's make A the subject, so this is equal to 7 over cos 45, and this is equal to 7 over cos 45, 9.99 units. Now on to our last question, question number 4. Here we're required to find length A, B, and our small angle A. So let's start with the easiest to find, which is the small angle A, and that's just 180 degrees minus 90 degrees plus 20 degrees. And let's simplify this, 180 minus 110 degrees, and this is equal to 70 degrees. So small angle A is equal to 70 degrees. Let's find both A and B. So let's find A first. So we have A and we have, and using 20 degrees, we have the length of our opposite side. Therefore, we must use sine. So sine theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Sine of 20 is equal to 5, so 20 is 5 over A. So this means that A is equal to 5 over sine 20. That means A is equal to, let's put this in the calculator, sine 20, 14.6 units. Let's write that down. Now let's find for B. So B is the adjacent side. If we're taking 20 degrees as our reference point, so we'll use cosine. So cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and this is equal to cos 20 is equal to adjacent, which is B over hypotenuse, and we just found that it's A, and it has a value of 14.6. So this means that B is equal to 14.6 cos 20. And now putting this in our calculator gives us 14.6 cos 20, 13.7 units. And we know that this is most likely correct because the adjacent is smaller than the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is the longest side in a triangle. And those are all 4 questions. As a challenge, try to do them other ways. You can also use cos for some of these, tangent, even Pythagoras theorem, or even common sense. Yep, that's it. Thanks for watching and hope this was quite understandable.